What is going on, everybody? All right. I know that my little thing says 10:30, but like I'm here and I think I got the thing working. So I think I may as well turn on the mic so that you know I'm here. I know I like my little I think this is my favorite one. I could leave that one on for the entire show, but it wouldn't work well for all the drawing that you wouldn't see. All right. Well, let me see who's in the room since I'm live before I said I was going to go live, even though I'm late. I'm supposed to be on at 10, and I had to cheat and say 10:30. All right, let me take this down because we're already here. We're going to do some sketching. It's been a crazy week and a half. Got a big deadline that's been keeping me a little bit quiet. Let me see. Let me put this down a little. I can't tell if the music is crazy loud or if it's just me. Here, I'll put it down. I'll put it down to this. I'll see who's in the room. Sai, what's up? Sai says, "Stop pretending to be live, you big pretender." Kevin, what's going on? Yeah. The nasty bug. That was food poisoning, like straight up food poisoning. I know that they say that people typically get food poisoning on average once a month. Sometimes you don't even notice it, just eating at restaurants or fast food or whatever. And oh my God, yeah, I got it. I ate something that just freaking killed me last week, and then I've got this book deadline that I'm working on. So I kind of keeping my head down most of the week. I haven't been posting, and I haven't been online as much just because I'm making the deadline. And the famous cat mouse is helping me with colors so that we can make this deadline. And she's doing a really good job. She keeps up with me real easy. She's fast. So no, he's Mighty Mouse. Sai says, no, he's going to erupt during the stream. No, no. Luckily, the food poisoning is all gone. I exercised all of those demons, as far as I know. So yeah, I'm feeling much better from that. Kevin says, at least he's live in some form and not dead mouse. Yes, this is true. I would be doing my. I'll be doing my little live music. I'll be doing my DJ. I'll be live mouse. Ken, what's up, dude? He says, how long you been sitting on that one? Only you know what's going on. What's going on? Sitting on a dead mouse? Ew. Yeah, we're not that far off. Evening, gents. Thank you for always bringing some class to our evenings, good sir. I always feel like I need to wear a little bit of a top hat, have a drink, and a pipe. Hey, by the way, Ken, you're at a show. You're at a show. You got to see Tom today, or was it yesterday? It was today. Christopher, what's up, dude? Christopher says, "Hello, my friend. How are you feeling?" I am feeling way better. Food poisoning is no joke. They say don't drink the water. It's like, apparently for me it was don't eat I don't know, I ate like 10 different kinds of food that day, which may have been part of the problem. I'm not really sure. Or the meat at the grocery store was left out a little bit too long. We made some steak, because I feel like that's what I was burping up the next day before I actually started feeling sick. So I mean, just don't leave your food out, friends. Be safe out there. Make sure you keep your refrigerated stuff refrigerated. That's how we got out of the dark ages. And ladies too. Fatang, what's up? Hello to Fatang. Let's see. Fatang says, just made me a delicious dinner. I hope you didn't leave it out too long. Though I'm worried to say what it was now hearing you had food poisoning. Dude, today's been like a flub day. Today's just been one of those days where it's just like the traffic was bad, things were breaking, nothing's kind of working right, the Wi-Fi was being slow. Just one of those things. It comes in waves. It comes in waves. So it's like it's one of those days where it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay inside and stay out of the way, just to let it pass over me. Make sure I stay safe. Yeah, luckily I'm feeling good right now, so everything's fine. Actually, I had some delicious pizza today with some friends that I've known forever, like basically since high school, and so that was a lot of fun. We got to hang out, got some good pizza, got some good food, got some good drink. So everything's on the up and up as far as the food department goes. Ken says I brought some class to Tampa Comic Con. That's right. You told Tom a good day, good sir. Kevin says class of 56. Yeah, it was class of something, dude. It was awful. Christopher, what's up, dude? Christopher Dehan in the house. Yeah, man, I'm glad you guys are hanging out with me tonight. I almost wasn't sure if I was going to get on tonight. I didn't have a thumbnail prepared. I didn't have because you know what? I'll give you a nickel tour of the deadline that I'm currently working on right now. So I've got Zen Bounty Wars happening right now. So this is the wraparound cover for the front and the back. And that's why I call it a wraparound cover. I'm technical like that. And yeah, man, it's like check this jank out. And Kat's keeping up with me like nobody's business. She's doing all of the colors, all of the coloring. I got to come back and do some lettering. And we're supposed to be done with this book. Gosh, next week. We're supposed to be done next week. That's why I've been keeping my head down so that we can get the deadline all finished. And then once the book is all done and it's up at the printer and First Comics has a hold of everything, then I'm going to make the original art for the book. I'll start making that available for collectors if you're interested in buying some Zen Intergalactic Ninja artwork. So yeah, dude, it's like it's an endless parade of artwork. I got cool ass bounty hunters. I got Zen over here. He's chilling out at this bounty hunter lodge, doing some stuffs. Got a lot of cool characters. Got my little fake cantina scene here. Got a little thing going on. Christopher says, just saw you go live on Facebook. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's that's why I'm glad I upgraded the StreamYard software, so that way I could broadcast to more than one place at a time. So later on, when we do, if we do auctions or if we do anything like that, where you need to be in the chat and you need to make sure that the chat is set to live if you're on our YouTube channel. And if you're on a Facebook channel, like your chat will be a lot more synced up with the regular chat if you switch over and follow me on my YouTube channel, and maybe subscribe and give me a like, because that helps my YouTube channel. Fatang says, "Dang, these pages look freaking awesome." Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm having so much fun, man. This is a four issue mini series, and we're just it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's like, look, you guys gotta look who's hiding in the background. Yeah, I gotta hide her back. She's up to no good. Kevin says, a drawing of Nira tonight, having a bad hair day. That way you can't work out all the bad vibes. You know what? That's the first suggestion of the evening, and we're going to start with that. That's what I think we're going to start with. We're going to start with Nira having a bad hair day. It's been a day, man. It's been like a weird day. All right, so I'm going to put these pages up here, keep them safe. I got a little spot on my desk where I keep all that up and going. But yeah, I think Nira just kind of chilling out. And maybe I'll draw it in landscape mode like this. That way you get to see a little bit more of the drawing during the whole thing. So that'll be cool. I like that idea. I like that idea. Let me get my pencil over here. Christopher says, artwork looks awesome. And what are you drawing tonight? So far, the first suggestion is from Kevin saying Mira X having a bad hair day. So we're going to kind of start with that idea. And if there's some other ideas that you guys throw in, if something kind of sticks and kind of agrees with the old pencil, I tend to listen to the paper gods as it is. If it kind of feels right, we'll add it in. We'll add it in, and then towards the end of the show, what we'll do is we'll auction off the piece that we have. Now I'm going to start penciling it. I'm not going to be able to ink it tonight because we're only going to go for 2 hours, or a little bit less than 2 hours because we started late. But I'll have the finished pencil, and what I'll do is if anybody bids on it and wins it, wants to collect it, I will ink it afterwards. And we'll probably have 2 different versions of it too, because I'd like to do a digital exotic version of it for our Patreon club. So, and you guys know about our secret club. I'll put up a link a little bit later for people that are watching this later. So that's what I'll do. So that's our idea right now. That's what we're going to start with. Ken says, I had suggested a thing back when you were doing requests on Club Corrupt. How about Allura as Daphne from Dragon's Lair rescuing Dirk instead? That would be happier. That would be a much happier thing. I don't know, man. Ken, I think Ken is beating your bad hair day, Kevin. I think Ken might be beating your bad hair day. Plus, I like the idea of drawing Daphne. I think that might be fun. Christopher says, how about Mira in Witchblade? See, that's good too. That's good too. Christiane says, hi, trying the tube now. Oh, awesome. Yeah. Join us right on the old YouTube. And if everything is cool, give us a subscribe and a like and all that good stuff. Tell your friends. Kevin says, rescue Dirk? No, rescue Mercy instead. See, now we're mixing it up correct. Or what if it's, well, you know what? Doing Daphne, rescuing Mercy, that would be kind of cool. That would be cool. I'm gonna throw up a little bit of reference up on my phone off to the side, so that way I've got Daphne's face ready. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That way I just get her hair tie and her piece and her general outfit like correct. This is good. It's good. Excellent. There we go. So I got a little quick reference off to the side, so I have just a quick look at Daphne's face. So that way I'm just like, all right, cool. And I'll kind of make up. You know what I'll probably do is maybe I'll have a dragon. Maybe not the Dragon's Lair dragons, because I'd like to draw kind of different kind of dragon. And I don't know. We'll let the paper decide. We'll see as it goes. We'll see how it develops. How dare you? Ken says, put Daphne. Plus, Daphne has the awesome slingshot dress. Yes. Mighty Geek, what's up? Lady Death meets Nira X. Always a good idea. I'd like that idea. That is a very good idea. Kevin says it will be even more awesome now and smaller, probably. Daphne from Dragon's Lair, though. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. I see. I thought you wanted me to make Daphne from Scooby Doo into Daphne from Dragon's Lair. I thought you were trying to mix it up. So let me fix that up. That way I'll get the proper reference. This will be. I was mixing it up like crazy. I'm going to mix up every single Daphne that we know about. There we go. Now we're talking. We love Daphne from Dragon's Lair. Plus, I like that look on her face when she's like, "Ooh," you know, get that little look on her face with the big eyes. Plus, I like to draw her. I like to draw her inside the globe. You know what I mean? So let me get like two little reference pieces because I want to see her outfit, and then we will get started. Nice. Okay. Good. 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 Look, I got Daphne. Oh, you know what? This is funny. Let me show you guys something real quick. I'm gonna grab something real quick so I can show you. You guys will get a kick out of this. Oh. I don't know if I don't think I could turn it on, only because if I turn it on, I might get hit with a copyright strike or something, right? So it's like, okay, I've got all the reference I need right here. There you go. Dragon's Lair. All right, since we're drawing Daphne from Dragon's Lair, here we go. Let's just go ahead and play the entire game live. So that way we can we'll get a proper review of the game. All right, I'll set this off to the side. I can't draw with that up on my desk. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side. We're going to start with Daphne. Let me see if it's going to start. Is it going to start?
Dragon's Lair, a fantasy adventure where you become a valiant knight.
All right, let me. I better turn it off before I get a copyright strike. They take me off the air, as it were, the digital air. I know Kevin was correcting me. Wrong, Daphne. Yep. We've got it. Ooh, Allura as Daphne. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. I don't know, Ken. Are you actually agreeing that Allura is Daphne? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Fatang says Nira X facing every type of damsel in distress situation, like from a scene from Looney Tunes or a scene from Megamind. That's cool too. I like that. Mighty Geek says Daphne from Scooby-Doo wearing the Witchblade. Damn. Let me write that down for later. That's a good idea. You know I love the Witchblade. Kevin says, want to be starting something? Platinum, what's up, dude? Glad to see you feel better, Mr. Mouse. Yes, I feel way better. Oh my God. It's like my will to live has actually returned. Good God. Kevin says, across Daphne with Jessica Rabbit. She's pretty close to there already. Platinum says, I spent so many quarters on Dragon's Lair. Me too, dude. Oh my God. I spent so much money on Dragon's Lair. Back when it was the giant laser disc inside of a real cabinet. Fatang says, I'm sad that I never played Dragon's Lair. Oh, dude, it's so fun, dude. You got to try it. Definitely got to try it. Ken says, that was my suggestion. Ooh. The Nira X. Oh, Nira X is when Jessica Rabbit mix up. Yeah. Allura as Daphne. Let's try it. You know what? Let's definitely. Yeah, I totally agree. Well, we'll keep a Cyber Angel theme. We'll have Allura basically playing the role of Daphne. I think that would be cool. I'll give Allura's give her the big ponytail and stuff and the big front hair, the big front like she's like Daphne has. All right, so let's start with that. Well, a lot of really, really cool ideas today, guys. Let me get this a little bit closer. That way you can see what I'm doing. I'm still going to give her that cute look on her face, even though it's Allura. Allura is usually mad at something. But for the sake of this picture, I definitely want to have her with that cute, surprised look on her face. And we'll definitely do, once this picture is all done, we'll definitely add some color to it after the fact. and have a couple different versions of it up on the club. So that would be a lot of fun. Have her with a surprised look on her face. Now I know Allura usually has the white parts of her eyes are typically dark. They're black, but I think I'm going to do that with the colors. That way we can have more than one version of it. Here we go. Bring this a little bit closer because we're drawing such a small piece of the image right now. There we go. Allura has that little beauty mark there. Make sure we get the shape of her face really good. It's like she's scared, but she's also like super cute. All right, get the general gist of her head here. Here, I'll make the delta. Look, I remember to call it a delta. The delta, I'll make it just a tiny bit smaller than usual. Yeah, I might have to put Dirk in here somewhere just because, you know. I kind of like Mighty Geek says Jessica Rabbit wearing the Witchblade also. Yes. There's so many ideas from this. You know, it's like I may have to just like play the video again later and like include a lot of these ideas so we could put them up in the club. That way none of these ideas go to waste. That would be dope. There we go. Make sure she's got some cool bangs like Daphne. Kevin says saving Dirkette. Mercy as a Dirkette. That might be cool, man. Oh my god, that might be kind of cool. All right, when we get to that part, you might have to remind me, unless we've gone in a different direction. We're very organic when we do these pieces, so it all depends on which way we end up going. All right, looking at different angles of Daphne's hair, just because I want to give Allura like Daphne's hairstyle a little bit at least. So she's got like kind of like a tri-bang. Which will be covering her ear. I went through all the trouble of drying her ear, and now I got to cover it up. See what happens? Now, after this week coming up, after I make this deadline with the Zen book, I'll be jumping right into all of the pieces that we've been working on for the club. So a lot of those pieces, the regular safe for work pieces, are going to be up, like in Facebook and everything like that. And then the not safe for work ones they'll just be on the Patreon page. But those are definitely going to be next on the list. We've got a lot of different pieces to be working on. Let's see. I need another reference for her costume. Let me look at her costume real quick. There we go. Here's a nice picture of it. I want to make sure I like her little stringy costume. Yeah. It'll be good that we're doing the colors digitally because, like, how the bottom part of her dress is all like transparent and stuff, and that'll be really fun to do, and it'll look better if we're coloring it digitally. There we go. Pull it back just a little bit. There we go. You got the little sleeves. Here we go. Ken says Allura as Daphne because she don't need no man to save her. Kevin says, but she surely would never turn down a lady saving her. See, now you're thinking. Platinum says she could bonk Dirk and take the magic sword. Yes, I kind of like that. I always like it when Dirk gets bonked on the head. Anyway, that's his deal.
Hello.
Hey, Kathy.
I'm coming in to say goodnight.
Okay.
Good night.
It's Cat Mouse. She's saying goodnight. Yeah. She's saying see you laters.
Waffle wanted to say goodnight too.
Mr. Dog. Hey, buddy.
He's wondering if I have more. He's wondering if I have more cookies for him.
Would you happen to have another snack for the waffle?
Now I give him a cookie and he's just like, Mas.
Give me more, please.
Alrighty. Good night.
Good night, big girl.
Don't stay up too late.
Alrighty. I'll see you tomorrow. Cat Mouse is off to sleep. Here you go. Let me look at the front of her outfit. There you go. I always like her outfit. What's not to like? This was a fun idea. I'm glad you guys suggested this. This is good. Let's see. Ken says, I learned today that the whites of the eyes are called sclera. Kevin says her look is like, whoa, that's so big. Patang, already love the expression. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, I'll definitely fine tune it when I get to the inking part. I always like to fine tune things when I get into the inks, just to fine tune it. That's a little micro little thingies. Kevin says, "Bonk Dirk with a Princess Badunkadunk." Some person, what's up? I'm alive. I survived the food poisoning incident. Platinum says, before I dreamed of Nira, I dreamed of Daphne. You know what? Me too. Daphne's awesome. For sure. Kevin says, it's not just some person, but the some person. I already see the 80s vibe bubbling up. Yep. Actually, it's this is more like kind of, well, definitely this is definitely the 80s vibe, because Daphne from Dragon's Lair is definitely 80s vibe material. But this is going to be Allura, the Cyber Angel, as Daphne. So I gotta figure out now. Basically, I gotta erase some of this because her legs got to come up here like this. There we go. Might have to move her belly button so that way this part makes sense. There we go. Now we're talking. Kind of reminds me of Cyndi Lauper. Yeah, I love Cyndi Lauper. That's like quintessential 80s. Kevin says Nira and the Cyber Angels as Gem and the Holograms. Oh my gosh, they could pull that off. Some person saying goodnight to Kat. I appreciate it. I think Kat did glance at that before she left, so she was happily going to sleep right now. So Platinum says, night, Kat. Rich, what's up, Rich? I'm glad you're here, dude. My best friend from across the waters, from across the pond. I hope things are going good, man. Patang says, good night, Kat. Kevin says, a look like that on her face makes me think she's getting pinched. She might be. By the end of this drawing, we're not really sure. Some person says maybe some kid video references. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a flashback, dude. I thought you dreamed of Jeannie. Jeannie, I dreamed of her too, but Daphne came along. Definitely my style. Definitely more my style. But yeah, who didn't dream of Jeannie? Some person says, have any good hallucinations lately? That's my job, man. That's every day. Platinum says, is she going to float in a sphere? Yeah. I do. Like the sphere is going to come off the edge of the page because I've got her leg going this way. I don't want to like scrunch it because I'm gonna bend the other leg back, but I kind of want to see her toes. I want to see her feet. So this sphere is going to be it's going to be big. It's going to be coming off the edge of the paper, I think, a little bit. Patang says, hey, Bill, random question. Have you ever heard of the AI-generated Itsy Bitsy Spider metal version? I have not. But if it's funny, I will look it up. I'll look up to see what it's about. Her spheres are already flowing and defying gravity. Some person says, also, Captain and the Game Master. I need to look that up. I can't remember that. Why can I not remember that? It rings a bell, but I can't bring it up in my brain. Kevin says, I am happy that Bill actually draws feet. Yeah, I've been told and I've been reminded many times at various shows the importance of drawing feet. So I always do my best to improve upon my feet. Got to draw the little cute feet. I think I'm gonna have like her feet like rubbing up against the edge of the sphere. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have her foot. It's like it's off the edge of the paper here. So when I ink this, I'll make sure to grab a compass and actually draw a good circle. But you just need to know generally where it's going to be for the moment. All right, so I got her foot pushing up against the edge of the sphere. That'll be good. I like that. All right. I got her other leg. I love how big her hair is. She's got huge hair. Actually, the way that it curls up is like, that's funny. I like that. Here we go. I was running off the edge of the screen there. You guys couldn't see. This will be some good brushwork. All right, let's see where her other leg's going to go here. Yeah, this is coming. This is working. This is working for me. Here we go. I'll pull back just a little bit so you can see like the angle. There you go. Some person says the premise: a teen is sucked into video land to be the hero of the land. He goes throughout all the '80s Nintendo games. It tends to get weird in parts. You know what? That concept. There was a movie recently. Oh my gosh, what was it? Was it Wreck-It Ralph? Kind of like a little similar, but I don't remember the one from back then. I'm gonna search through YouTube just to find out, because that's definitely something I would have watched, because that concept is always fun. I like that concept. Ken says, and it also had one of the most racist cartoon characters ever created. Yeah, man. Back then they weren't scared, man. They created characters. Back then, they didn't give a crap. Kevin says, product placement for kids. Thank goodness I didn't get G.I. Joe laser blaster. Pew pew. And there goes the house up in flames. Some person says retro games could be a good theme for Nira. Pac-Man, Mario Brothers, Space Invaders. Yeah, I totally agree. I think part of Nira's DNA is definitely some 80s goodness. Yeah, I agree with that. Nira crossing paths with Samus, of course. That would be a great idea. Yep. Platinum says that's what the 80s was about. The hottest women had the biggest hair. Absolutely. Eggplant wizard. Yep. Sai says, if her other leg is there, where's the third? Oh no. I'm drawing the wrong Daphne. Some person says hello. Very cool. All right, so let's see. Let's see where this leg is gonna be. And then maybe we could think about adding in a little Dirk or or Mercy as Dirk, because that was one of the ideas we were just tossing around. There we go. See, you got a foot. You got a foot. You got toes. I've come a long way, baby. Always used to have the old method of hiding feet behind obstacles, and that way I'd never have to draw feet. Well, shoot, I used to draw hands. Like, I would always make them in the fists every time. Like, I still do it a lot, but I would do it every time. So that way I wouldn't have to draw fingers. Now I'm actually drawing fingers and fingernails. That's crazy talk. All right, so we got the sphere. Got the orb that she's in. Let's see how big this is going to be. This is going to be huge. That's another reason I'm glad we're going to digitally color it, because I could do those little sparkles and stuff. Sai says, all right, I wanted to drop by and tell everyone to like the stream. Yes, please listen to Sai. Do it now. and if you're watching our stream on Facebook, please come over to our YouTube channel and give our stream a like on our YouTube channel, and subscribe if you haven't. That would be awesome. Kevin says, and the 90s gave us the, the biggest boobs and no hair. Lord, I want the 80s and 90s to come back. Ken says, don't forget that Daphne got them stilettos. I don't know, right now I've got her with the bare feet. I got her with bare feet in here. I don't know. I'm kind of liking it because I like her toes pushing up against the glass. I think if I put the stiletto here, the stiletto is going to be going up her butt right here. I drew her foot at the right angle. The Tetris Land episode was pretty bizarre. Oh, little tiny Dirk. Oh, that's not a bad idea. That is not a bad idea. You know, I'm gonna just kind of, first of all, I'm gonna rough in a little stack of gold over here, just to stick with the theme of where the sphere is sitting in the dragon's lair. So, yeah, I'm really just stick figuring those things in there. But little tiny Dirk, that might be a good idea. I think that is a good idea. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. I think you guys will like it. Here, let me get my little reference for Dirk. I don't want to get his little helmet wrong or anything. There we go. There we go. Just make sure I got him. All right. You know what? I am going to augment this idea just a little bit. Let's see what I got here. I think you guys will like this. It's just the way that it's fitting together. I think this little idea might work. So I'm going to try something real quick. There we go. Do that. There we go. This is the reference I needed. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let me erase this real quick. I think you'll see what I'm going for here. Let's see, make sure you guys can see what I'm drawing at the bottom here. There you go. Because I don't think it would be fair to draw this and not have the dragon be included. So I'm going to include the dragon in here. And I think you'll like what I'm doing with him. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The dragon has got such a cool look on his face. I think this is the first time I've ever actually drawn the Dragon's Lair dragon. Because he's got a very specific look. Kevin says, look at that arch. I think she needs a foot rub. Yes, indeed. Ken says, little tiny Dirk. I know, I was sold on that. The second he said it, I was like, oh, so I'm making it work. I'm working my way up to little tiny Dirk. That is where we are headed right now. All right, so that's the top of his head. He's got the little webby things on the side of his head there, a little. All right, this is where we're finally going to include Dirk in this piece. Well, the dragon is not doing as well as Daphne is right now. All right. Let me see where we're at over here. So it says middle, middle and the ring together, pinky and pointed played out. Yes. Well, I learned that one hand position from watching episodes of Thundercats, so I wouldn't have to draw all the fingers. I always had them together like this, unless I made a fist all together. But yeah. Kevin says, so far, 3 orbs. How many more will we see? Some person says, I forgot. What's the theme? The D&D cartoon? The theme of Dragon's Lair, or the theme of literally the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon? You guys may have already talked about it because I'm actually catching up on the chat. So let's see. We'll find out here. Technically 5 orbs. Platinum says, you make very sexy hands and wrists now. Thank you, Platinum. It's a lot of practice. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Blood, sweat, and tears. Trying to make stuff look cool. Some person says, if you got any short characters, he could be the dungeon master guy. Daphne may like that stiletto. I just got a ding. Kat she went to sleep and she's sharing videos with me she knows that I'm live right now, right? Why is she sharing stuff with me? Let me see. Let me see what she's sharing. What is she sharing? She probably assumes that I'm just going to see it later. Yep, she's just sharing cute videos. Okay, that's cute. I love that girl. She's a good daughter. Kevin says, Little Tiny Dirk, cousin of Little Tiny Kirk. I will do like the original 60s crew as Little Tinies. Ken says, considering how much money we all dunk into the arcade games in the 80s, the treasure surrounding her should be quarters. They should be. That is actually... try to convince me that it's not at this point. The fact that you unveiled that bit of thought. There's no way that it's not quarters. Patang says, nice bubble. Don't get to say that very often. Kevin says, I remember cashing in dollars from multicolored tokens. Ooh, tokens with a near N on them. I was really proud of those coins. I'm really glad that we got those coins made. Those were fun. Some person says there was that evil wizard with the horns, maybe a silhouette of his head ominously in the background, like he's spying. That's true. That's true. That could be something cool to include. It's such a big dragon, but there's only so much room in here with me. I know, right? If I start drawing the rest of the dragon, it's going to be like basically his body is like the whole right side of the picture. Is this Tiamat? All you see is 3 fingers coming out of the earth. Patang says, who would win a death battle? The Dragon's Lair dragon or the Black Cauldron's Horn King? That's a good question. I don't think the Dragon's Lair dragon is like very competent. He's a big kind of bouncy. Like he wants to be scary, but he's so cartoony. It's hard to be scary. Here we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of his body over here. put at least some of his little back scales back here. And have his body curl back around because he's just inside this orb. Here we go. Let me find my. There we go. Yeah, he's got a couple of these like little bulbous details. There we go. That way we know which part is the dragon. Oh, I got to pull back now, so that way, there you go. See a little bit more. Turn that light down just a little bit. There we go. Dragon Slayer. Some person. Oh, now I remember. I'm confusing my 80s cartoon fantasy stuff. Ken says that magnetic pin set that I picked up at the con, by the way, is so cool and so detailed. I was really happy that we made those. That was Tom's idea. I really had a good time making the artwork for those, but I didn't think about actually making that set. That was all Tom's idea. But that set did come out really cool. I'm glad you liked it. We figured out actually, you know what? That was actually Chet's idea. The pin set was Chet's idea. I remember that now. Yes. And we actually came up with the packaging for it. Chet and I actually came up with the packaging for it together. So all the packaging for those pins and everything, we created all of that stuff. Yeah, that was Chet's idea. Some person says the game gave half a second to make a decision without knowing how the controls worked. Yeah. And another quarter down the drain. Kevin says, what is up with that pin set? I never knew anything about them before today. I know. I think I only have two. I think I only have two of those pin sets left in the studio here. And I don't remember how many we actually gave to Tom to take the shows. So I wasn't sure if he had a couple left or if that was the last one that you got from him. But yeah, let me know if that was the last one or not, or and then we can touch base later and you can let me know. Christopher says artwork looks fantastic, buddy. Thanks so much, dude. This is fun, man. This is fun creating stuff with you guys. So this makes it extra fun when we actually coming up with ideas together. Okay, now little tiny Dirk. I finally have a place for him to hang on to over here. He's so tiny. There we go. I'll bring this in. I'll bring this in closer since we're working on little tiny Dirk. Technically holding on to his sword. Did he do the striking blow? Did he have the kill shot? All right, so we'll have Dirk hanging out right there on top of the sword. We've got the rest of the dragon, and I think this dragon is done. There we go. He's out cold. I got her dress. Got the rest of his tail coming back over this way. Let's see, what's the end of his tail look like? Okay, I got you. Going like this. So it'd follow that his tail would come back around here. Okay. Nice. This is such a great mix. All right, let me see. Let me put this over here so you can see it a little bit. Really? His name was Singe? I put up your thing and I never read it. That's a great name for a dragon. Platinum says, Peach Dragon, hands down, greatest of all time. Dude, man, I remember Peach Dragon so fondly. I remember when that movie first came out. Ken says, 50 total sets made. Yes, that's right. Yeah, there were 50 total sets. But I'm not sure how many we actually gave to Tom. I know that I have 2 left here at home. So those are the last 2 that I know I have. And I just barely found them. I actually had them with our other archive things. Kevin says, and you have 6. Trisha Heffer, number 6. Lucky you. Some person says maybe Dirk rushing in and running into Space Ace, who ran into the wrong game. Yeah, you know, Space Ace coming out at about the same time. I mean, well, Space Ace came out after. Dragon's Lair was first, if I remember right. And I played Space Ace for a while. I tried catching up to it, but Dragon's Lair was always the favorite. But both of them are super nostalgic. Is that Dirk on a Dirk? Kevin says there is a double meaning to him holding his sword. Possibly. I don't know if he has to pee or if he's excited. That's up to you. Some person says the meaning is he can't handle his sword because it's too big for him to hold. See? Yeah, bragging rights. Always dragging it around. Kevin says, so Dirk needs a woman to help him with his sword. Several women. I think the only person having a bad time is the dragon. The dragon is the only one having a bad time with this right now. Oh man, this was fun. This is a good time. I think we've gotten to the end of this piece as far as like the pencils. I may ink a little bit of it. Maybe I'll get my compass. So I need to make sure that this part is nice and round. And we could put it up for auction and see if you guys would like to bid on the piece of the evening while I sit down and maybe ink a little bit of it. And I'm going to finish it up. I'm going to finish it up by tomorrow because this has been a really, really fun piece. And then for the club, I'm going to do a digital declothing. Let me see here. Let me find a good spot. Got to find a good spot to draw this circle. Ah, there you go. There, that's the spot. That's the spot I need. All right. All right, make sure I got a good circle here. All right. It means that the dragon is going to have less space to work with. But you know what? We'll make it work. We'll make it work. I may make some changes. I want the circle to be I want the circle to be accurate. So I'm going to change her hair a little bit. There we go. Yeah. And we can change a couple little things around. But yeah, if anybody wants to bid on the piece, the only thing, and I've got no number set in mind, so you guys can set it wherever you guys want to start. I'll have a little notepad here, so I don't have to keep track of the chat as closely as because I'll be looking up and down and I'll be drawing at the same time. So if you guys would like to bid, just make sure you put the word bid next to the number, so that way we know that it's a serious bid. And we're going to ink for probably another 20 minutes. I think that way we can ink a little bit of her face and some little details and things. So that way before we cut out for the night, you know, basically what she's going to be looking like. I think what I'm going to do, since the dragon is coming outside of the circle, I'll change the shape of the dragon so it comes around here, and then we're going to put more gold over here, so that way the orb is cradled in gold. And I got a little background there. All right, cool. Yeah, I love this. This is a great idea, guys. It's so cool. All right, let me get a little thing here. Kevin Green in the room with $1. You're the highest bidder right now, Kevin. Kevin, it's yours right now for $1. Ken says another cartoon game like that was Cobra Command. Wasn't there? There was another one. I don't want to say Spy Hunter is not the right title, but it was like a spy game. It was like an anime spy game it was animated. It was a game that was just like Dragon's Lair in the sense that it was a laser disc based game, and you're picking, you know, the different outcomes just like Dragon's Lair. But was it Cobra Command? Was it? I don't know. There was one that was like a Spy Hunter something or other. It wasn't the car game Spy Hunter. I remember I used to play that one a lot because I like the oil slicks and I like to smoke grenades. Ken is in the room right now for 20. All right, you got the biggest bid in the room right now, Ken. So I'll write that down. Make sure I don't forget that that's where you're at right now. Gulgo 13. Why is that ringing a bell? Gulgo 13. Now you're going to force me to look that up too. Here, let me get a little bit of light on this. Here we go. I'll start putting some ink down. Gulgo 13. That does ring a bell. I can't bring it up in my headspace, but it rings a bell. I almost have to stop talking when I'm doing some lines. Like I'm holding my breath to make sure that the line comes out smooth. Some lines you could be like really cavalier with them. And then sometimes with some lines, like if it's not exactly what you're thinking or what you're going for, it comes out looking weird. So it's like I'm literally holding my breath, making sure that it comes out the way I want. Or the paper gods would be angry with me. I accidentally gave Allura a mustache. I'm never going to be a famous comic book artist if I keep giving people unibrows. Cobra Command was you flying an attack helicopter. Okay, I got you. What was the one? There was an attack helicopter game that I loved on my Atari 2600. Do any of you go back that far? I think it was Chopper Command. Chopper Command was the one that I used to play that on my 2600. That was the jam. That was like an Activision game. Go-Go 13 was an NES game. Okay, I got you. Choplifter. No, I don't think I played Choplifter. Man, you know what? Maybe I did, because that sounds kind of familiar too. I'm guessing the way the game plays, and I sort of remember playing some kind of games where you're like actually using your chopper to lift things up out of somewhere. Or there was one I remember distinctly that there was one where they were like rescuing people. But my favorite game like that was in that sort of genre was Defender. I mean, it wasn't a helicopter, obviously, but it had that Chopper Command kind of thing going on. And I thought that because they have Defender like as an it's on the iTunes store for your iPhone, and it sucks. I don't know who made it, but it's not. It's not real Defender. It's rip-off Defender. And I was really sad about it too, because I thought I would have, like, 'cause there's no reason why I couldn't play that on a phone. There we go. Let me get a different pen for a Delta. Rescuing people was Choplifter. Okay. Like I remembered it. It's like there's so many games. There's so many games that like I didn't play for a long time. It's like, you just had your chapter playing them, and then they just disappear into the ether, Chris Dehan in the house with 25. Thanks, dude. You got the biggest bid in the house currently at 25. I appreciate it. Let's see. Some person says, knowing how they titled those games, it's probably called Helicopter. You're not far off, dude. You're not far off at all. Totally get it. The art on those early games was pretty good, though. Yeah, I enjoyed those. Yeah, the artwork definitely took it up a notch. Platinum says, next week, 2 Cyber Angels as Ikari warriors. In a world. That could be a thing. I don't know. It's like we get us in the right mood. It could happen. Some person says the art on the cartridges, not in the game. No, I totally agree. Yeah, it's just like a lot of B movies that have come out over the years. It's like they have these kick-ass posters, and the movie is, what it is, just a B movie. But yeah, there's like those 8-bit games and those 16-bit games. Like they had like those kick-ass freaking covers on the boxes. Yeah, totally. Meanwhile, the game is like blocks. Ken says, LOL, I mean shirtless Imari warriors, Platinum. Ken says the art was so misleading. Oh, 100,000%. Helicopter 2, The Second Coming. Some person says, I got a book on the Atari art. They said the cover art was supposed to inspire when you play a game, to imagine a better game, I suppose. Now, dude, that is exactly what it is. That, like, yeah, I agree with that 1,000%. You had to use your imagination with those Atari games. It's like there's no way that you're going to like be impressed with little blocky cars. And I remember playing. There was another Activision game I liked on my 2600. It was Enduro, and it was just a car racing game. But it was the first time I ever saw a game where it actually had a day-night cycle, and the weather would change during the course of the race. And it's supposedly you're racing the same track over and over again, but then it would snow, then it would be daytime, then nighttime, then it would be like slick and raining, and it was awesome. And the car was like, just a couple of squares. Ken's in the house for 35. Thanks, dude. Ken's got the top bid right now at 35. Kevin says, anybody remember Bump and Jump? I can imagine a game called Bump and Jump, but I don't remember Bump and Jump. Ken says, oh, Enduro Racer. Yeah. That was one of my favorite games, dude. I love that game. And for some strange reason, Yar's Revenge was a favorite. But I couldn't tell you what Yar's Revenge was about. I mean, it was like my spaceship was like a little bug, and I was just shooting people. Who knows what the story was about? Let's see. Some person says, if anyone's curious, the book is called Art of Atari. Lots of cartridge art with a bio of the artist that made them. That's interesting, dude. That's super interesting. Yeah. I think that would be really cool to look up. Chris Dehan in the room with 40. Thanks, bro. I got you written down right here. And we're still going to go for looks like another 10 minutes or so. We'll ink just a little bit more. Platinum says, oh my God, the amazing 4-bit graphics. All those blocks, all those squares. Some person says that Nintendo cartridge art was great too. Solstice with the ripped wizard on it. Dude, all the artwork on their packaging was nuts. So good. There we go. I had to keep some smooth lines. So I had to stop talking for a second again. You can tell every time I hold my breath, it's like, okay, I'm really concentrating on this line. There we go. Yeah. All right. So far we have Chris Dehan in the room with 40. He's the top bid currently. Platinum says, "Oh my God, that's where we were. That's where we were just a second ago." Ken is saying, "How do you prevent the side of your hands that resting on the paper from smudging your art?" That's actually a good question. Most of the time, especially if I'm inking, because I still get lead on the side of my hand, and so it does smear. If I keep on going over the same spot again, it will start smudging the lead. But I'm using I don't use a soft lead with when I know ahead of time that I'm going to be inking it. I use like an HB lead, so it's a little bit harder and it's a little bit more resilient to smudging. Like the harder the lead is, it's like you don't get the range of like shading or like grays and stuff if you use like a harder lead. But I don't really need that when I already know that I'm going to be inking it myself. So that's how I'm avoiding that problem. That's a good question. That's a very good question. Now, if I'm doing a drawing that is, let's say it was just going to be in pencil, only in pencil, and I was doing a lot of pencil shading and stuff, so then I have to kind of really be careful where I'm resting my hand. And if I might have to set something down and put my hand on it in order to continue shading in a certain spot. So that way I kind of like prevent my hand from smudging the lead all over the place, right? But yeah, that's a very, very good question. Very good question. Yeah, because that is a legit problem. Cool. I'll bring this a little closer. There we go. Platinum says, El Viento on the Genesis made me fall in love with anime. El Viento, huh? The wind. I don't think I've heard of the El Viento. I have to check it out. Platinum says, I always draw with a number 2. Can't help it. Yeah, dude, that was my go-to pencil for eons and eons. Just the regular number 2 pencil. That was my deal. So I totally understand that. Now, when I color these later on, and I put them on the club on the Patreon page, I make sure that I upload like high res versions of these files, so that way you get them nice and clear. Here we go. I put it like this. There we go. Yeah, check it out. Doing good. This is a good idea. It was very, very good palette cleanser for the week. Very nice. I get it, Ken. But John Wick killed him with his fucking pencil. Some person says the NES needed an El Viento to make the cartridges work. Yeah, this is true. That the jokes keep rolling. But it's totally accurate. Yeah, I totally. Oh my gosh. Now I'm on the same page. Ken says, was El Viento so bad that it blows? Another solid joke. You guys are awesome, dude. All right. Well, I think we're going to kind of end the evening here with the piece. I'll finish inking it tomorrow. So whoever wins the piece, you'll be getting the high res inks, and of course you're gonna own the original. So whoever gets it, let me see here. Kevin says that joke is kind of gassy. If you're the one that does win the piece, just to let you know that you can send your PayPal to, just in case you don't have this information already, this is where you send your PayPal to if you happen to be the winner of the piece. Okay, so just go BillMausArt@gmail.com. If you send it the old friends and fam way, that's always appreciated. And if you forget, just shoot me a note so that way I can let you know. It's no big deal, all good. Platinum says you can make several black books on just 8-bit ladies. Yeah, we've got to make a couple more black books. The next Club Corrupt Kickstarter / Indiegogo, whatever the campaign we're going to be using, that's I'm just starting to kind of cater and curate and put together the collection for the next issue. So that'll be a lot of fun when we finally start getting that together. Yes, it is a good idea. Yep, for sure. Some person says this is a really good composition. It could be a great print. I'll save a high res when we have the color and stuff, and we might actually do this as a print. That would be a cool mix. Kevin says they would be so stuffed with silicone. All right. Well, the top bid of the evening right now is Chris Dehan with $40. We're going to go ahead and do a countdown here in a couple of seconds. I'll get my keyboard out. The chat is much more synced up with our actual YouTube channel as opposed to the Facebook page. So if you're going to try and snipe something at the end, sometimes it doesn't sync up right. So it's better to be on the YouTube channel direct. Kevin in the house with 45, dude. Thanks, bro. You're awesome, man. So Kevin in the house right now with 45. He is the top bid currently. I'm going to give this like 2 more minutes, and then we're going to do a 10-second countdown. And then we're going to call it an evening for today. This will be our Saturday goods. Yeah, this piece is going to be, this is awesome. I love this. This is a good idea. I had no idea we were going to draw this tonight. This is such a good idea. Kevin's like, come on, bid. You know you want this. Now, since I've got the ink where it is right now, if you want the original piece to be the nude piece, if you're the winner, just let me know, and I'll make sure that the original piece on paper is the actual nude piece, and then the one that is the clothed regular piece, I'll just digitally close her. And so I'll kind of like do that in reverse. So whoever actually wins the bid, you tell me, and we can make everything happen that way. That'll be good. I got 1 more minute, and then we'll do a 10-second countdown, and then we'll call it for the night. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This has been awesome. I kind of missed my Saturday. I definitely missed my Saturday last time. Not just because I was dying of food poisoning, but, because this is fun. I enjoy doing this. This is a cool way for us to all hang out. Some person says nipples or hold the nipples. Well, I tell you what, when whoever wins the piece, you can tell me right off the bat if you want this piece to actually be the nude piece. So I'll go ahead and erase the costume on the paper, and I'll draw in like all of her goodies, and then I'll draw the costume on top of it digitally for the other version of it. So at least the original is going to be the actual nude piece. But you let me know if you want it to be clothed or nude, and we'll hook that up. Chris in the house with 50. Thanks, bro. You are currently the top bid at $50. Unleash the nipples. Ken says, always hold the nipples. Literally, I mean. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and do a 10-second countdown. Right now, Chris Dehan in the house with our top bid. And I'm just going to type it in as fast as the old computer will let me, depending on the old Wi-Fi. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Whoa, Ken in the house with 75. Thanks, brother. Damn, you're awesome, dude. Ken in the house with 75. Sorry, Chris. Oh, Chris Dehan in the. It kind of skipped around a little bit. It skipped around a little bit on me. The chef's voice. Chris said 60. He was already beat from the 60. Chris then comes in at 80, but then Ken is in here at 90. Thanks, Ken. Dude, you're awesome, brother. Ken is in here at 90. We're at the 3-second mark. Kevin says, good, Ken. Worth it, worth it. Gotta go nuts for the nipples. Gotta go nuts for the nipples. All right, we're starting at the 3 count. Currently, Ken is in the house with 90. Thanks, dude. So we got 3, 2, 1. Sold to Ken. Ken, bro. Everybody say congratulations to Ken. That is awesome, brother. I appreciate you, man. On top of that, you're representing at the local Comic-Con today. What, Tampa? You're at Tampa, right? Awesome, awesome. Everybody saying congratulations. Fatang in the house saying congratulations. You're awesome, brother. Very, very, very cool. And it was cool to talk video games for a little while, you know? That was actually a little nostalgic little turn of events. This was a historical moment in comic history and in video game history. Ken says, good bid sparring, Chris. Good bid sparring. Yes, yes. I like the drama. I like the drama. You guys are awesome. And so we wrapped up Tampa Comic-Con. You learned about those pins. Thanks for picking those up, by the way. Like when you can later on, like post a picture and see, show people what those are. Because those are like super limited. The ones that I have, they're both sealed. So it's like I need some pictures now of the inside, I think, because I don't know if I have an open one. I have to look around. I've only got 2 of those things left. I think I probably have to put them. I have to put them up on the online store. I've got an online store. Let's see. I'll put up the banner real quick if you guys would like to check it out. I've got a store. Well, it is up on the thing already. It's my name in the bottom lower left hand corner of your screen, BillMaus.com. So if you go to my online store, I try to rotate some original art and comics. There's some free PDF comics there that you can download right now, and there's some other stuff. I try to rotate some original stuff in and out as time goes on. Chris says, got a great piece of art, Ken. Awesome, awesome. Ken says, yeah, I've been suggesting this to Bill for a while now, so I'm psyched to see it. I'm glad it made it happen, dude. We made it happen, brother. Awesome, awesome. This is so fun. All right, guys. Well, you know what? I'm going to take a little break, have a little snack, sit back and relax for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish inking this sometime tomorrow for Ken, so that way we can put some cool colors on it. And Ken, I'm assuming that you'll want the original to be the nude version of this piece. So you can confirm with me right now, just so I'm positive, and then we'll make sure that we put the costume on her in a digital fashion. Oh yeah, the only thing that'll be on her will be like a little bit of the translucent part of the costume on the original, and then on the digital one we'll draw the rest of the costume on there. Hell yeah, it's gonna be awesome, dude. The other way around, it is preferred. It is preferred. All right, you guys are awesome. I'm going to go take it easy for a few minutes. It was fun hanging out with you guys. Remember, we do this every Saturday at 10 p.m., unless I'm late, in which case we'll do it at 10:30, like we did today. So thanks for being patient with me. I'll do my best to be on time every Saturday, and we'll do this again. I'll see you guys next week, man. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I will see you next time. All right, man. Have a good one.